So my family found out that I was streaming and doing YouTube. They did the reasonable thing and locked me into the basement. They boarded up all the windows and I haven't seen the sun in weeks. But that doesn't matter, because I've become the Fire Emblem Warriors: Three Hopes, and I have some thoughts. I guess Warriors spin-offs are an annual series now. The only reason I was looking forward to this game is because I love Three Houses so much. If it followed any other Fire Emblem game, or was more like the first FE Warriors, I don't think I would have picked this up. And I'm happy I did, because I really enjoyed it. So let's start with the complaints. Why isn't the game fully voice acted? There's only a handful of moments where there's no voice acting. It's just the dialogue when you're running around base talking to everyone. It's really noticeable because those lines were voiced in Three Houses. It's a clear step down. My only other complaint is that it kind of has a high barrier to entry. Is it fun? Yeah, I found it very fun. But it's still Warriors combat, which is just button mashing. Some people will find the game very repetitive. They do add a good bit to the combat. I'll get to it later. On top of the repetitive gameplay, you have to love Three Houses to play this. A lot of my enjoyment came from how it incorporates Three Houses mechanics into a Warriors game, and it's a great addition to that game's world. It's kind of funny how if the Lords take a different turn at the beginning of the game, they end up in the Three Hopes timeline instead of Three Houses. And I'll use that to segue into stuff I like. I don't know how I forgot to mention this when this is this game's biggest improvement in my opinion. Shez and Byleth both have lines in this game, leading to them actually having a character instead of people telling us what their character is. Please do that again in the next Fire Emblem. It does a lot to make these characters more likable. This story is an excellent addition to the universe. Three Houses is already a story of how much one character can impact the lives of its cast. Having that character replaced with someone else leads to a very interesting alternate reality. Like how you save Monica and fight Kronia at the start of the game. It gets very different very quickly. As someone who loves Three Houses, whenever it had these moments that were incredibly different and led down a new path, I was intrigued. I found that Scarlet Blaze's ending left me wanting more, but that's pretty standard for the 3 games. But I still enjoyed the story a lot, and I am very much looking forward to streaming Golden Wildfire as soon as I finish my Three Houses maddening run. You can tell the voice actors were having a blast being these characters again, to the point where I liked characters in this game that I did not like in Three Houses. As I mentioned earlier in this video and in my Persona 5 Strikers review, I am loving how Warriors spin-offs are merging with the original series gameplay. P5S did a good job on the dungeons and the Persona system. Same thing with Age of Calamity and the Sheikah Slate items. Here, they did a really good job with the combat arts and making sure giving orders is important. Some of them were really fun to use after a combo. Honestly, my biggest takeaway from the gameplay was I don't care if people think Warriors games are repetitive because I am fucking loving this. For the most part, every class was satisfying to play as. Battalions affect the weapon triangle in an impactful way. It's funny that the game does a good job with the triangle when it's not even in the game it's based on. The character and base building in this was my favorite out of all of the Warriors games I've played. The war map did a way better job fitting into this game than it did with AOC, but I did find they loaded up the third quarter of the game with way more content than the other parts. I really wish they spread it out a bit more. As usual, the remixes are amazing. I feel like I'm just saying the same stuff I said in my P5S review, but I wouldn't say that's a huge knock against spin-off Warriors games. These games are so much like the series that they're based on, to the point where I'm saying similar things about these games, but they feel different from each other. Knowing me, I probably gave P5S an 8.5 out of 10.
It's a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Nah, I f***ing knew it. The fact that I like Fire Emblem more than Persona might be the only reason why I'm going to rank Three Hopes higher than P5S. I think it just barely gets a 9 out of 10 from me. I fully get it if you're looking at me like I'm insane for giving this game a 9. If you don't like Three Houses, don't pick this up. Oh god, that's exactly what I said about P5S in that review. For me, someone who absolutely loves Fire Emblem and has really enjoyed a lot of the Warriors spin-off games, a 9 feels good. Halfway through the game, I was kind of shocked how much I was enjoying it. Do you agree? Think I'm an idiot? Comment down below. Dislike the video if you think hunger is the true enemy, and subscribe for more bad content. Follow me on other platforms if you want. Take care, guys. This squeaking is going to annoy the hell out of me when I edit this.